Good morning, everybody. Yesterday you had to complete an assignment about the atom. All right. Hopefully you were able to learn a little bit about what the atom actually is. And if you were listening to the video and you watched the actual movie that I showed you as well, you learned that the atom is the smallest indivisible unit of all matter. So no matter what it is, again, it goes back to that small microscopic unit that we call the atom. And inside of an atom, there are three basic parts, and they are protons, neutrons, and electrons. All right. Now, when we look at the periodic table, a lot of you are familiar with that. It's on the back of our classroom. There are many different elements, and each of those elements that you see listed on the periodic table are in fact made up of one type of atom. So for example, hydrogen, which is the first element on the periodic table, that is made of hydrogen atoms. Helium, lithium, beryllium, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. If you keep going, all those different elements are made of the same type of atom. So what separates one atom from another, or one element from another, is the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons inside of the atom. So today you're going to build different atoms. So I'm going to walk you through how you can do that right now. So the assignment you're going to get is called Build an Atom. And this is going to be a simulator where you're going to change the number of protons, neutrons, and electrons, which is going to determine the type of atom that you actually have. So for example, you can see right here the model of an atom. All right, the X is going to be where the nucleus is. The nucleus is the center of the atom. And on the outside, these little blue dashed circles are going to be where the electrons go. Now, you learned in the video yesterday that inside the nucleus are protons and neutrons. Now, protons are positively charged, all right, particles. And neutrons are actually neutrally charged, meaning they do not have a charge. So if I take one proton and one neutron, you can see that the atom that I just made was hydrogen. And up here, it says positive ion. The reason why it's a positive ion is because I have a +1 overall charge. All right, if you look over here, the net charge, it shows a +1. That's because the proton's +1 and the neutron is neutral. So the overall charge is +1. But you also learned yesterday the electrons have a negatively charged particle. So negatively charged particles are going to bring that atom back down to neutral because now I added a negative charged particle. So the atom that I just built was hydrogen. Hydrogen is number 1 on the periodic table. It has 1 proton, 1 neutron, and 1 electron. That's how you can build the atom hydrogen. Now watch what happens when I add another proton and another neutron and another electron. Now I no longer have hydrogen, I now have helium. Helium is number 2 on the periodic table, or the atomic number of 2. All right, that means it has 2 protons, 2 neutrons, and 2 electrons. All right, now when you look at the periodic table, many times you're going to see a number above or below the symbol. Those 2 numbers stand for the atomic number and the atomic mass. The atomic number is usually going to show above the symbol, maybe, or even to the bottom right-hand corner. Sometimes it's in different locations depending on which periodic table that you look at. But the atomic number is very important. The atomic number tells us one thing. It tells us the number of protons in the atom. And the number of protons is going to determine the type of atom that you have. So watch what happens here. I take a third proton, and now I don't have helium anymore. Now I have lithium. All right, because lithium is atomic number 3. All right, so that is a different atom than helium, which has 2 protons. So the activity today that you're going to do is you're going to build different atoms. I'm going to tell you how many protons, how many neutrons, how many electrons to add to your model to see which atom that you build. In between each of the examples, you can go ahead and just click, where is it real quick? There's a reset button somewhere here. I don't see it, but usually there's somewhere, maybe it's behind my screen right here. I can't see, but you can reset the atoms and take out all the electrons and protons and neutrons. So just take them off. All right, in between, you can drag them back to the bins. All right, and it's going to go back to the start. So you're going to add the different numbers of protons, neutrons, electrons that you see, and you're going to learn which atom that you're going to build. All right, so that's going to be what you work on today. Let me know if you have any questions or you can't access this simulator, and good luck.